Hello, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. I appreciate you being here. It has been a long time since I've uploaded a video. I have recorded some, and I've recorded content, which I'll try to include some of it in here, some holiday content, nothing too exciting, just clips from my life and what I've been doing. But yeah, I just kind of fell off the wagon with uploading. Right now I have this door open right here next to me because it's so warm and I'm wearing a sweater. And the weather has just been so pleasant. I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday. Happy New Year. Let me say that right off the bat. Happy New Year. I can't believe it's 2026. I mean, when it was like a few days before New Year's Eve, I was thinking to myself, oh, the year's going to be 2026. And when I was a child, I don't think I ever really thought past the first quarter of the century of the 2000s. I mean, I'm not that old, but I don't know what I thought the rest of my life would hold. We'll see, but I hope it's better than even the first half. 2026 just sounds weird to me for some reason. Leave a comment if you are feeling the same way. I'm just trying to get used to it. And then when you think about 2030 or saying the year 2040, oh my gosh, I just can't imagine. And I'm going to be older then, even older. But next to me, you'll see I have this messy gathering of fragrances, samples, and full bottles and scent strips, because today we're going to talk about things I've been wearing and loving and making scent memories with. So mostly we're going to go over like some holidays or some high points, and I'll just go over the scents that I wore around those times. So since it's been so long, I'm going to go all the way back to Halloween and a video I still haven't uploaded, but I definitely recorded because it was just a few days after the event I went to. It was a Creed masterclass I went to. It was really great. I had a great time. It's one of my favorite things to do is go to a perfume masterclass. So I got some new fragrances there, and I'm going to talk about those now because I started wearing them immediately, the next day after the class. And the one that I wanted to wear so much that I changed my whole Halloween plan was Carmina. And I just have a decant. I actually have two decants now because I got another one in a Purple Luxe order. I don't know if you guys know of that subscription thing from FragranceNet. I forgot to cancel it one month and I had Carmina on there. So now I have two of these like 10 ml vials, which I haven't even used that much. Wow, I need to use more. But Carmina, I smelled it again at the Creed Masterclass. I've smelled it a couple times in the department stores. It just hit different that day and this time. And I guess now I've come around to liking rose. And this has rose, cherry, and saffron. And now I just love the smell of this. I try to save it for special nights out or, evenings, or just when I want to feel a little more special. Try not to make it like an everyday scent. But when I was at that masterclass, I still remember one of the ladies that worked at Dillard said she wore it on her whole trip to Italy and she got so many compliments on Carmina. I ended up making this my Halloween night scent. That's what I was getting around to saying. It just smells so good. And I actually combined it with another fragrance that I got, which is a little bit of a spoiler because I haven't uploaded the Creed video, but I did get Royal Princess Oud, and I kind of wore these together, but more Carmina than the Royal Princess Oud. So this is one that I will talk about again in creating scent memories because I have been loving it. And you can see I've made a little bit of a dent in there for only having it for like 2 months. But those are two Creed loves. And I do love the other samples that I got too at Creed. I got a lot of samples and I got to try a lot of them that I hadn't played with before. And I really enjoyed the house in general. So that was Halloween. For the month of November, I was really enjoying wearing Shalimar La Essence. Got the little bottle here. So I got this in, I think, early to mid-November, and I really enjoyed wearing this a few days. I didn't wear it a lot, but I do like to spray a couple sprays on before bed sometimes. It's a very comforting, relaxing scent to me. So this has become just a really relaxing, nice scent. And I did get a compliment when I wore it once from my husband. So he said I smelled really good. And I think it does smell good. It smells like a high class quality vanilla with all of the added extra notes. I think there's iris. What else is in it? Bergamot. It smells a little bit suede-y, like Queer Beluga by Guerlain. And I said that in my mini review of this too, if you haven't caught that short. But yeah, it's so cute. A little tag here. I love this. So I'm so glad I got this. My only regret is not getting at least the 50 ml size. So hopefully it's not a limited edition. I don't think it is, but hopefully I can get more if I run out. Still have a little ways to go, but yeah, this has definitely become a favorite. I'm going to skip forward to around Thanksgiving. We were really lucky that my parents decided to drive down and visit us for Thanksgiving, so we didn't have to travel anywhere. And I had ordered a fresh, like organic, free-range turkey, which cost a fortune, but it was quite good. The meat was really good, and yeah, we had a great Thanksgiving meal. We made the side dishes. My mom helped and made some stuff as well, and it was delicious. And we had a great time together. We did some fun things around town, even though that weekend it was pretty cold. Thanksgiving was cold, but Christmas was warm this year. And for Thanksgiving, I was kind of stressed at that time, not because my parents were there, just for other reasons. And I was wearing Royal Princess Oud again to kind of revisit that happy time when I went to the Creed Masterclass. And this was brand new to my collection. And it's kind of an uplifting scent to me, which is a weird thing to say about an oud, but it's got some aldehydes in it and iris and vanilla. And what else does it have? I don't know, but something about the way the freshness and the coolness and the oud, it just smells really fresh. So I ended up wearing this quite a bit around Thanksgiving. It was pretty much my Thanksgiving scent of the day and the day after, and maybe throughout the weekend. I tried not to wear it too many days in a row, but yeah, good memories with that. So Royal Princess Oud was my Thanksgiving scent. And before we had visitors, of course, we were cleaning the house and freshening everything up. And I wanted to spray a little bit of good smelling stuff in the area that they would be staying. So I was using like my Dossier version of Libre, which is called Floral Lavender. And I didn't bring it out here. I should have. And mostly though, I used Vanilla Skin as kind of an air spray. Not very many, just maybe like 6 sprays in the whole large area where there would be. And when my dad and mom came, my dad was like, "It smells so good in here." And yeah, so this was like $10, and I'm still getting my money's worth out of it by using it as a room spray. I feel like, because it was so inexpensive, and I haven't used very much. I do spray this sometimes at bedtime on my skin, but mostly I like to spray it like on my bed, on my curtains, around the house. It just smells really lovely and warm and comforting. I don't know, something about wearing it to me it's too much. Like, I don't really like food scents on me, and this smells so much like a chocolate chip cookie or something, vanilla, with a lot of vanilla in it. But my dad liked the smell of that. And I tried to, help my mom pick out maybe some things that she would like from my collection of lots of, like hundreds of samples. And I gave her my sample box, and then I was trying to direct her into the veins that she would like, or kind of figure out what she liked. She did take a couple of my samples that I didn't want anymore, and she took Nebras. She took my sample of Nebras. She kind of liked that. So I got out some of my full bottles so that she could smell some of those, and maybe I could make her a decant of them. And one that she did like was the Renaissance by Toomey. So I did make her a decant. And then in the process of smelling all my other samples, she left it behind and forgot it. So I still need to put that in the mail for her again, or give it to her next time I see her. But we see each other few and far between because we live 6 hours away. So I probably should just put it in the mail. But she liked this, and it has black currant, and oh gosh, it's a really deep, kind of bossy floral with amber base, I feel like. So that's Renaissance. I've talked about this a few times on my channel before, and it's so economical to me fragrances. So she liked that. She didn't smell a lot of my samples, I noticed, because she only went through them for like maybe 5-10 minutes. And then she stopped because she found a row that she didn't like. As she said, they all smelled like medicine. And that was around where she found Ani by Nisha. She said Ani and Ani X both smelled like medicine. So yeah, I feel like you need to spray that one on your skin to get a real gauge of what it does in the dry down. But it was fun to kind of try to help her figure out what she liked. She's obviously my family members are not as into perfume as I am. So throughout a little bit of November and December, I wore my new YSL Libre Vanille Couture. There's just a small tiny dent because you don't need much of this. It smells so good. I'm going to spray it in the air. My sprayer is very direct. It doesn't disperse widely. It sprays a lot like in a stream, kind of. Not a stream, but I don't know if you can see that, but it smells so good. It smells like fresh linen mixed with deep, delicious vanilla. And yeah, that's what I wanted from Libre, but I never felt like I got it fully. I mean, Libre Les Perfumes is probably my second or a tie with this. I really do like the Les Perfumes version, but this one, I'm so glad I finally bought it. It was like early November when I put my hands on it. I had an opportunity to buy it from my associate in Dillard's for a little bit less than what I paid for it at Ulta, but I did get it on sale. And I got it because now I noticed around Christmas a lot of ladies wanted it and they were having a hard time tracking it down. I think Macy's might have it still. I'm not sure, but that's Vanille Couture. And when I didn't know what to wear and I wanted to smell nice and not offensive, like at home around my husband, I know he doesn't mind the smell of this because he's never said anything bad about it. Yeah, I wear this just a little bit. And I like to spray it on my scarves, like my winter scarves, so that when I'm out walking or out running errands, I can get that nice scent around my neck. So as Christmas approached, I was trying to think what would be my, special scent for Christmas, Christmas Eve, going to church. We had the warmest Christmas this year. It was so unique. It was in the 70s for 3 days in a row on like Christmas Eve and the day after. It was so beautiful. So I took advantage of it a lot, went out a lot, went to the mall a few times, did shopping, did things with my husband because he had the week off. He had taken that week off work since it's slow anyway. And we did some fun things together. What did we do? Let's see. We went to a pop-up bar, but we did that after Christmas. Before Christmas, I think we mostly just like did shopping and some other little excursions together. But it was so warm that I was literally going through some of my summer samples and summer things that I had put away in a box in my closet. I was like, are any of these like appropriate for, year round or warm weather? Like, let's say if you lived in Florida and you wanted something that wasn't heavy, but you could wear year round, like in the winter. So I was trying to find something like that. But again, Christmas Eve, I wore Royal Princess Oud to church on Christmas Eve. And did I have my present yet? No, I didn't have my present for my husband. My husband surprised me with a few presents, but one was a big surprise. I didn't know. So there was one mystery present under the tree. I really didn't know what it was. Some of the other things I'd kind of helped him decide what to get me. So some of them weren't a surprise, but there were things that I wanted. So that's nice. But one was a surprise and he had shopped it at Dillard's, I noticed, because there's a sticker and the gift wrapping from the store. He got me this beautiful ivory cashmere cardigan and I really liked it. I did wear this, just a couple sprays to church because I wasn't trying to offend anyone. One time, let me go back a little bit. Like the Sunday or a couple Sundays before Christmas, I had worn Gentle Fluidity Gold to church and I went light on the sprays, and this is just a little 10 ml travel spray. I maybe sprayed 5 and a couple on my coat. I will give you that. But I felt like the person in front of me in the seat row in front of me was kind of taken aback by my smell. I felt like I maybe had too much on and that the person in the row in front of me was not enjoying that. I don't know. I'm very perceptive and sometimes overly sensitive to people's gestures and facial expressions and stuff, but I could have sworn she was going like this and stuff. So I'm not wearing Gentle Fluidity Gold to church anymore. Or if I do, I'll do like 2 sprays. But I also wore this going back a little ways into December. We had a friend party, like our neighbors that we get together every year for Christmas and have a party. Really nice of someone to always host it at their house. But I wore this that night to that party. And that was my Christmas neighbors gathering party scent. Nice memory. This is such a soft, lovely vanilla scent. So that's Gentle Fluidity Gold. So like I said, on Christmas Eve, I wore this because it was so warm. Once we got home and we had our meal, we decided to have steak and potatoes for Christmas Eve dinner because usually we have to travel for Christmas. Usually we're driving somewhere on Christmas Eve or the day before to get to one of our parents' houses because neither of them live anywhere near us. And we have to spend a couple nights at least because it's far away. But this year, it just worked out where we didn't have to drive anywhere for Christmas. And it was so nice to be able to be home and not have to travel. But that evening, I was in the mood to wear Donna Born and Roma Extra Dose. So yeah, this is the Extra Dose. Ooh, this has that rum note. And I had bought this last March before we went on our ski trip so that I could create a new scent memory with that. And I did. It's a happy, when I smell it now, it makes me happy and makes me think of that trip. Even though I didn't wear it the whole trip, I just wore it a few times. But yeah, so I wore this Christmas Eve night when we were opening our presents around the tree together, just the 3 of us, our nuclear family. And it smelled really good. I didn't wear a whole lot because we were just home, but that was my Christmas Eve night scent. A scent that I kind of opened up and rediscovered during the month of December as well is Xerjoff Ivory Root. Now I just have this little 2 ml sample from Scent Split. I can still smell it off the nozzle, and these do unscrew, so you can make yourself another decant if you want and keep it in your purse. It's so handy for touch-ups. But the funny thing is, a couple days after Christmas, I went to Bath & Body Works for their semi-annual sale, and I found this soap, Cozy Winter Cottage, and I'm pretty sure they're all gone now, which is unfortunate because I only bought one. And I couldn't find any more in any of the Bath & Body Works around our town. But this and Ivory Root smell really similar. Or you could also compare this soap to Sugar Leather from Inuit Nomad. But Ivory Root, I like to wear sometimes when I'm home and just going to snuggle up and watch TV for an hour or two on a nice cozy night. It smells so good. And I think the person that I mainly heard about this from is Chris on the Perfume Nest. She talks about Ivory Root quite a bit. And I've had this sample for probably a year. It never really caught my attention until recently. So I love this. My sample's almost gone. I can just get a couple sprays out, but it's really strong because it's been sitting for a year. And I enjoy using this hand soap at the sink to give me that scent too on my hands. But yeah, Cozy Winter Cottage. If you can find it, try it. But I'm pretty sure they're all gone. I do love Ivory Root, and I've ordered another small decant of that so that I can further test out whether I want to, invest in a bottle. But probably the decant will be enough for me because I feel like it's just a winter vanilla scent for me. And what I would compare this to is maybe something like Baby Cat, but not as rubber tires smelling. It's got more spice, more like kitchen spice smell, more warmth. It just makes you think of like a cabin and warm spices, like a mulling spices for wine or something like that. It's very nice. And I believe that's probably why it's called Ivory Root, because isn't that the where they found all the spices back in the day. So the day after Christmas, we planned a little outing since my son had the day off work, and obviously my husband had the day off work too because he had that week off. We went to Topgolf, and I wanted to wear a nice scent for that fit the occasion. And I pulled out my sample of another Xerjoff. This is La Capitale. I have ordered more of this too, so I'm going to further test this. But this one is like the strawberry, the peach, and the leather. Is it leather? Suede? Yeah, so this has leather, amber, saffron, bourbon vanilla, benzoin, rose, ginger, and in the opening it has caramel, strawberry, peach, and labdanum. So it's the caramel and the strawberry and peach, and then it goes into the amber, the leather, and at the base is the vanilla and benzoin, if I got that right. Yeah. So I love the scent. I've super enjoyed wearing this to Topgolf that night. It was like I don't know if it was like 65 degrees that day. It was still super nice. So this was like Boxing Day. We had a lot of fun at Topgolf, just playing around for a couple hours. We did the little mini golf, and then we came home and ate dinner because I think we went at like 4 in the afternoon. And yeah, so it was a great afternoon, evening scent for that kind of thing. And then I just decided to keep wearing it throughout that weekend after Christmas for any other fun things that my husband and I did together. So that was my after Christmas weekend scent, La Capitale by Xerjoff. It really just says fun to me and uplifting and also delicious. So I love that. And like I said, I've gotten more of that. I've ordered more. It's coming to me. So for New Year's, on New Year's Eve, we decided to go to the zoo, my husband and I, because we hadn't been to our local zoo in a long time. And it was like a $5 Wednesday. So why not? Although a lot of things are closed in the winter, but we did get to see quite a few animals because it was also 60 degrees that day. And since it was so warm, I decided to pull out Byredo Mojave Ghost. And Mojave Ghost to me smells very natural. It smells like something outdoors. It's that, what is that, Sopadilla note or whatever that is? I don't know. It's something really unique and herbal. It's like an herbal touch to it. So I wore that to the zoo. I even took this with me in my little backpack in case I wanted to refresh myself, and I did. But this is my little decant of Mojave Ghost, and I wore that for New Year's Eve day. Now, New Year's Eve night, we had plans to go out to dinner, but it was going to be a really early dinner because we didn't make reservations early enough, and it's a very nice upscale French restaurant, so all the reservations were full, so we had to go at like 4:30. But that was okay. I mean, we still had a nice time, and we dressed up, and I was trying to decide what to wear, but I always just go to Delina Exclusive when I go. For some reason, that restaurant, I always want to wear this sophisticated rose. So it's my decant of Delina Exclusive. It smells so good. I just love it. Just love this. And I always, well, not always, but, and I decided to put a couple sprays of Pegasus by Perfumes de Marly with it. They go together really well, like I've talked about before. Not too many sprays of Pegasus. And Pegasus is great year-round, I feel like. It's got that almond, vanilla, sandalwood combo. So it's a kind of a fresh, nice, fresh-smelling vanilla scent. Very unisex, Pegasus. Even though it's in the male line, I feel like a woman can pull it off. I mean, I try to. I do. So, but I wore Delina Exclusive out to dinner that night. It smelled really good. Even though I had been at the zoo all day, I had freshened up and everything. And is that everything? Oh, I have one more thing to talk about. One more perfume for this season that is special. My son, since he's working now, he got me a present with his own money. And it's not a big thing, but you know. I asked him to get me a little sample of Acro Glow. So he ordered this off my favorite site, Scent Angel. You can tell I have a lot of decants from there. So this came after Christmas. Unfortunately, it didn't arrive in time because shipping was delayed with, it was backed up from Christmas and everything. But I think it came on like the 29th. And I've been testing it out ever since because I've heard good things about it. I've heard about being a vanilla amber and being compared to Guerlain Spiritueux Double Vanille. Well, I did try them side by side yesterday, one on one arm and one on the other, and they're similar, but I would say only maybe like 70% or less. Glow is more ambery. Spirituous Double Vanille just has that unique Guerlain vanilla to it. It's kind of like that yummy, Play-Doh-y, resinous, delicious vanilla that Guerlain does, which you can find in Shalimar, by the way. I feel like it has it in here. But Acro Glow, I really like. I've been wearing it around. I feel like it's better for cold weather. And as far as wearing it night or day, yeah, it's probably better for night too. Cool nights, I would say. But I've worn it during the day as well, and it didn't bother me. It smells nice. It smells ambery. It's not like Grand Soir, like deep and heavy. It's a little bit more airy, amber than that. And yeah, I could compare it to Spirituous Double Uni, but not that close. So, so I don't know if I'll get more of this or not. I still have some to use up, but that was really fun, and it wasn't a disappointment. It was a win as far as trying it out. I do like it, and I'm gonna continue to wear it and enjoy that. So these are some of the scents I've been wearing throughout this holiday season, making memories and enjoying, adding to my collection and finding new loves from samples that I've had. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if I haven't already, I'll insert some clips that I took of just things we've been out and about doing. And I hope you guys are doing great and have a great new year. I hope to see you again soon. And thank you for joining me. Bye. Bye.